And the Emmy goes to The Handmaid's Tale!
It was a big night for Hulu's dystopian show, The Handmaid's Tale, at the 2017 Emmy Awards. Not only did it win Best Drama Series for its first season, but it dominated in the acting categories as well. A surprised Ann Dowd won for Best Supporting Actress, and the show's star, Elizabeth Moss, won for Lead Actress.
Margaret Atwood, oh my gosh, thank you for what you did in 1985, and thank you for what you continue to do.
Other big winners included HBO's Big Little Lies, honored with Best Limited Series and a near sweep in the acting categories. Alexander Skarsgård won for Best Supporting Actor, Laura Dern for Supporting Actress, and Nicole Kidman for her praised portrayal of a domestically abused wife.
We shone a light on domestic abuse.
So, my fellow nominees, I'm a fan.
Sterling K. Brown won for Lead Actor in a Drama Series for his work on NBC's tearjerker This Is Us. He's the first African-American to win in that category since Andre Braugher in 1998.
And 19 years ago, Detective Frank Pemberton held this joint.
There were also many firsts in the comedy categories.
We did have a whole storyline about an impeachment, but we abandoned that because we were worried that someone else might get to it first.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus won Best Actress for HBO's Veep for the 6th year in a row, the most Emmys won by a single performer for one role.
Can nothing go right for me, ever?
Veep also took home the award for Best Comedy Series. Donald Glover became the first African-American to win the Emmy for Outstanding Directing on a Comedy Series, and he also won for his lead role on Atlanta.
First, I want to thank, the great algorithm that put us all here.
Aziz Ansari and Lena Waithe of Master of None won Best Comedy Writing for their acclaimed Thanksgiving episode. Waithe is the first Black woman to win in this category.
Thank you for embracing a little Indian boy from South Carolina and a little queer Black girl from the south side of Chicago.
And after Saturday Night Live's incredible year, it should come as no surprise that Kate McKinnon won her second Emmy in a row for her work on the show.
Being part of this season of Saturday Night Live was the most meaningful thing that I will ever do, so I should just probably stop now.
Her co-star, Alec Baldwin, won Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. Baldwin, of course, parodied President Trump all season.
Say, at long last, Mr. President, here is your Emmy.
And per usual, the evening's presenters also had some memorable moments. Dave Chappelle went off script.
I should also tell you that I skipped rehearsal. Shout out to DC Public Schools. Here we go.
Plus, he and John Oliver helped DC Public Schools trend on Twitter and become the surprise winner of the night.
I think it would be great if it started trending on Twitter for no reason tonight whatsoever, so...
And the evening's host, Stephen Colbert, skewered the president as expected.
I thought you people loved morally compromised anti-heroes. You like Walter White. He's just Walter much whiter.
Not as expected was the presence of former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer at the beginning of the award show.
This will be the largest audience to witness an Emmys, period.